Hey guys, it's George from Diamondyard Sports Cards, coming at you finally back again with a new video. It's been a little while. I've had a lot of things going on in my life, and I took a break from YouTube for a little while, and I felt like I needed to give kind of an explanation because it's important, because you guys watch my channel, and you have for a period of years, and I appreciate all the subscribership and all the support in the community. Back in April, my dad passed away, and so after a long battle with Alzheimer's, and it was a tough time, and I just didn't feel like doing YouTube videos on sports cards, to be real frank. A lot of people in the community, I talked to some people, reached out to some people, some of my Misfits brothers and many other people, and I appreciate all of your support. And so, you know, summer happens and we all have vacations. My son had a baseball tournament in Branson, Missouri, and so just a lot of traveling, and I have not been keeping up with YouTube. But now I'm back, and I came back for Hobby Palooza that Bench Clear put together. Had Don and Chuck, James, Elite Hunters, and Don's Field of Dreams, and Chuck Northside guy on. It was great to see all these different people in the community getting together for that. So that was really cool to be able to host an hour on that. I will be on Golden Age of Cardboard talking about autographed baseball cards, and that will be probably tomorrow. But anyway, so I'm back now. Unfortunately, I will not be going to the National. I probably will be going to Anaheim and having actually a couple tables there in Labor Day weekend, for Labor Day weekend. So if hope to see people out there. I am in Arizona, so I'm a lot closer to Anaheim than I am to Chicago. But I was just thinking about the National and all the fun I had there with all the guys, and how cool the show is. And, you know, I'm going to miss that. So, you know, people will give you advice about it. I saw Nate, Tops 85401 here, and John Mangini do a video the other day. Nate gave some great basic tips. Wear great shoes. You'll never get through everything. And so at the National, you know, it's really about the friends you have, meeting people. It's just so tough to get through everything if you really want to look at the stuff. So I would say the number one thing is allot yourself enough time. Unless you have a specific mission, it's difficult to go there and just be there for 2 days and take it all in, because it is absolutely massive. But anyway, so I'm going to show you some cards without further delay, and some other things, some autograph cards and things like that. So guys, thanks for supporting my channel again. I greatly appreciate it, and I should be having content coming out on a regular basis going forward. So guys, here we go. So thinking about the National, I was thinking about this wonderful 1941 play ball Satchel Paige that I wanted to show off again, made by Reindeer Studios. Our friend Scott, who is an outstanding artist, woodcut. And this just is such a wonderful piece, and I keep looking at it all the time, of this card that never was. So just a really cool item last year presented to me by Scott at the National. He had worked on it for quite a while, so I just want to show it again because I just think it's such a special piece. Another piece from the National that a person was working on when I walked up to them. Eric Fourleaf was working on this awesome Hank Aaron, and I didn't know. Later on I found out that he was working on it for me, and he sent it to me. So thank you, Eric. That's awesome. Fourleaf. So I'm going to show some cards, guys. Some autograph cards. I just felt like in the mood to do this. These are cards that are going to be going off probably to PSA for authentication. They will be going off. Levon Pepper Pear, who was played, Gina Davis played, the character was based on her in League of Their Own. So, get the price on there. I need to take that off. Ernie Banks. And these are from a collection of a gentleman. Some of them are from a collection from a binder I bought. George Kell, Fleer Greats. Trevor Hoffman. This gentleman went to all these different, with his son around the country, and got a binder full of cards and autographed them. Had them autographed. Mark Fidrich on a Ted Williams card. Tommy Lasorda. That was very cool. And so I went to the binder, and he decided to sell me the binder, and I said, sure. Eddie Matthews on a Ted Williams card. Yogi Berra on a Stofers. And I'm pretty sure these are all real. I mean, I'm 99% sure. Tony Gwynn. Got some deceased Hall of Famers as well on card. Roy Halladay. Upper Deck Victory. And they just went around the country, I think, different ballparks. Mariano. And got these signed. This is one of the better ones, I think. Kirby Puckett on one of those really cool Fleer Ultra. I love the shine on the Fleer Ultra. That Puckett, Metal Messina, Mike. This is a rookie Vladimir Guerrero. Pinnacle. And this was a Randy Johnson. Early signature Randy Johnson. Not what it looks like now. So I just thought those were really neat. I wanted to show those off. Some other graded cards. These are older ones. On a different, would be under a different submission. And I got some just, you know, some cool stuff. Brooks Robinson, 1960. Love the 1960 set. Jim McMahon with the headband. I think I've shown some of these before, but I figured I'd show them again. Steve Carlton. Bill Buckner, Rookie Cup. This was from a different collection. Whenever I buy autographs, I try to figure out where they're from. I mean, you can look at them and kind of tell if you have experience, at least your best experience. But Gaylord, Jim Bunning, Fergie Jenkins. This is kind of a beat one. Ozzie Smith rookie, not a great signature either, but it's pretty cool. Schedule, Jim Palmer, Eddie Murray, 79 Orioles schedule. King Griffey Jr., kind of a sloppy signature. They got this from a guy who caddied in Phoenix for about 40 years. He would caddy for all the guys. I got Randy Johnson I got from him as well. And so he has collected all these autographs over time. Edgar. And some of these are really bold and some of them aren't. This one isn't. Another Carlton. Hubble on a 60 Fleer Greats. Billy Williams, 74. Brooks Robinson, Ron Santo. Not a Ron Santo, though. Just Brooksy, the pen. George Kelly. High Pockets Kelly. Thought that was really cool. This is Renata Galasso. I am probably pronouncing that completely wrong. George High Pockets Kelly. This is a really cool one. Brett and Yastrzemski on a Star 84 card. Gary Templeton, this collection I got. The guy had so many Gary Templeton autographs. That's his rookie card. And Templeton, very famous for being swapped for whom? For Ozzie. Ozzie goes to the Cardinals. Templeton goes to the Padres. Ozzie was a great fielder, no stick. Templeton had a good stick. And Padres won, or Cardinals won, as they usually do in trades, frankly. Really won in that Lou Brock trade with the Cubs. Tom Seaver, 86 Donruss. Clem Labine, Bowman, 54 Bowman, in pen. You know, I was talking to Mike about this. Sharpies were pretty much released in about 62 to 64. The permanent marker came out in the early 1950s, but really Sharpie made it prominent. So if you're seeing a 53 Bowman card that's signed with a Sharpie, or 54 Bowman, it might not be real. You have to kind of put that in context, try to figure it out. This is a really cool one. Mays, 58 Mays. I believe the signature is from the early 1960s on a 58 card. It is a Sharpie. You can actually see the Mays more prominent than normal in his later autographs. It will not become prominent. And so last card I'm going to show you guys before I let you go, but thanks for staying with me, is a card I picked up at the show in March here in Arizona. Now, he had a brother, and I'll talk about this a little bit. This is a 1960 Topps Hank Aaron, and you guys who watch my channel know how much I love Hank Aaron and how much I love the 1960 set. And so this Aaron, I picked up a long time ago, and it's a beautiful signature. It's not graded, but, you know, probably do like a 9, something like that. But anyway, it's a beautiful 60 Hank. Well, he needed to have a brother, and this person had a bunch of Mays autographs, and he had 53, 72, and he had this one, and I made a trade for this one, which was a 1960 Topps Mays. The card is graded a 2. It's not a bad 2. It's pretty good eye appeal, and the auto is a 10. And so these cards have Gotten a lot of traction lately. Please watch our podcast. We'll talk about it a little bit. But on-card autos gotten a lot of traction, especially of guys like this. But anyway, had to match these guys up, this pair. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support of the channel, and keep collecting.